So the Allegheny Uke Soiree. I may not say that again because for some reason my mouth doesn't want to do that. What a great weekend. I got to tell you guys, and for those of you that subscribe to my YouTube channel or my Uke blog, thank you for coming up and introducing yourself. I especially am grateful for the time that we had to sit down. I sat down with like 4 or 5 of you and just talked about the Uke blog and what you thought, and great comments, which I appreciate. I had a couple questions, one of which was, do you like to have videos about something? Do you like to have it written? Some like it written, some like videos, some don't care. So I did the written review, as I have every year, of the Uke Soiree, and I'm doing a video about it. So a couple things. Let's just talk about that first before I go into a couple other things. What a great time. If you have not done it, plan for next year. We had almost 150 people, 21 ukulele clubs, and it was a blast. Fantastic, fantastic teachers, performers. The performers that do the concerts teach. So Daniel Ate the Sandwich was there, and she was a joy, a joy. I was so impressed. She's a great sense of humor, beautiful smile, just a lovely lady, super talented, fantastic teacher. I took her YouTube class. We did a YouTube video, the whole class and her, and that'll be on, and I'll be putting a link on when that's done. And I took her singing class, and it was just great. She did a great concert. Jim DeVille was there, fantastic teacher. He does the playing by ear is his thing. And I took 2 or 3 of his classes about playing by ear and going through different keys and looking at different songs and song structure and the 1-4-5 and relative sevenths and minors and the whole thing. It was great information. And then Craig G and Sarah Mazel, and they're married, and just a fun couple, smiling, joyful, really great group of people. I am so impressed. I've been playing the uke for a little over 3 years by the ukulele community. Mim was there. She performed. She had a bunch of ukes there. One of her daughters there was helping her, and she was setting stuff up, and I had a great time talking to her. And she's only like 3 hours from here, so I'm going to make it down there someday to the shop. And she was just fantastic. She performed, emceed both open mics, which she did last year. Other vendors like Mainland were there, and Debbie's Lays was there. We had Hug Strap and Dewdrop ukuleles. Now that's interesting because I went up and talked to him. I have a bunch of cards that I made up for my uke blog. I gave one. This is exactly what happened. I gave him the card. I said, hey, look at my uke blog, see what you think. And I just reviewed a Larry Hinkle from a local builder in D.C. And if you like it, I'd like to review one of yours. He turns around, looks at me, and goes, here, take this one. And I'm like, no. You need to, you might look at the blog and not like my reviews. I mean, the way I do them. So, go and then, email me and you can mail it to me, or we can meet somewhere halfway or whatever. He goes, no, take it. So he gave it to me. It's hanging right here on the wall. So I'm just waiting to get a little information from him about the woods and all that. And I'll be doing a review on a Dewdrop ukulele. Here, let me just show it to you real quick. Very unique. Look at that inlay on the back. So it weighs almost nothing. This top is so thin. I mean, I was playing it, and I was resting my finger on the top, and the top was just vibrating like crazy. So, tons of workshops, concerts Friday and Saturday night. You can get a dining package, and you can eat there. One of the things that I really enjoyed this time, it was so funny because I'm walking around, and my tag just has my name on it. It doesn't say Vic's Ukulele blog or anything like that. So I'm walking around, people are looking at me strange, and I'm like, did I comb my hair, or is it something out of my nose? I mean, what's going on? And I realized after a few minutes that these people have seen the blog or the YouTube channel, and they think they know me, or they do know me, but they're afraid to come up and say hi. And then people started coming up. A married couple came up and said hi. We had a great chat, and I got to talk to, like I said, it was 4 or 5 people sitting around, and I was just getting their feedback. And one of the things that people always ask me is, how do you get the ukes? And I said, I pay every penny for every instrument I've ever reviewed, except for the Larry Hinkle. He let me borrow it and I gave it back. And they looked at me like, maybe you're a little crazy. And I go, no, I just enjoy ukes. I don't have a ton of money. And so I was talking to him. I said, something I've been thinking I know other reviewers do is they put a PayPal button on their uke blog so people can donate to help kind of defer the cost of buying and selling, because that's basically what I do. I buy and sell. Very few of the ukes do I keep. There's not one uke on the wall that I had a year ago, maybe even 6 months ago. So I'm going to be putting a PayPal button on my uke blog, and that is simply there. There's no pressure. I'm not asking for money. It's if somebody, I really like this, or I like to keep this going, and they want to help out, and to go on my PayPal account, and it will all be used for the buying and selling. Or the blog cost me like $100 a year on WordPress. So that was enlightening, because when I said to everybody, there were like 4 people there, 4 or 5 people, I said, what do you think? Great idea. Of course. Why not? People are open to, donate if they want. You're not begging for money or anything, and I'm not. But, hey, maybe somebody will look and go, hey, this is a great thing, So that's something I'm going to be doing as soon as I can figure out how to do it on my WordPress. So I'll figure that out somehow. I'll Google it, and then I'll get that on, and you'll see the button. And you've also, if you go on my blog, you will see a couple of things from the 50 uke site and the 100 uke site. And right now I'm in the 20s for both of those. So out of the 100 uke sites, I'm 20 something. I want to say it just moved a couple points. So 22, 23, somewhere in there. And on the 50, I'm about 26, 28. So that was kind of cool. So, Allegheny Uke Soiree. Now, next year, they've outgrown. 150 people packed out Laurel Lodge. They are moving next year. Instead of April, they're going to May 3rd through 5th in Altoona at the Altoona Grand Hotel. So, if you look at my written review, all the links are there. I'll try to remember to put a link down here on my YouTube video and to the Grand Hotel. If not, go on my written review on my blog. But it is beautiful. It is beautiful, perfect, lots of conference room, ballrooms. So they will be able, the Allegheny Uke Collective that puts on Soiree will be able to grow for, years to come. It will be difficult for them to outgrow that. They may someday, and I don't know where they'll go from there. So there's a convention center up there. So anyway, fantastic weekend. Very tiring. Very tiring. It starts out registration on Friday. Then at 5, there's a concert at 7. That goes about 2 hours. Saturday starts, you can go get breakfast. And then you're doing, I got there about 8:30, quarter to 9, and left at 9 that night. Never left. Took a bunch of workshops, and then Sunday you go back, and I took 3 workshops Sunday, and it was just great. Open mics, the whole deal. It's a blast. So I can't. This is my 4th year. They've only been doing it 5, and I've seen it grow, and it's just been great. So everybody was fantastic. I love Danielle. She is just. What a very friendly, knowledgeable person. Craig and Sarah, fantastic. Jim, learned a ton of stuff from him. So, if you go on my written review, you'll see the other people performed, and the Dirty Hillers were there, and it was really, really good. So anyway, highly recommended. Next year, May 3 through 5, Altoona Grand Hotel. And I hope to see you there, Lord willing, if I'm still alive in a year. And no one has a guarantee of tomorrow. So if I am still kicking around next year, Lord willing, I will be there. and you come up, and I told you to do that in the last video, and you did, some of you, came up and said hi, and I really, really appreciate that, and I mean that. Thank you so much. It was great talking to you, everybody, and look forward to meeting you again. All right? All right. Allegheny Uke Soiree next year. See my review. I'll put the links down here, and I've got the Dewdrop coming up as a review. And just as I close, I just ordered a concert scale, not a soprano, a concert scale Bruco from Germany. So that, and it's all walnut. I've never owned a walnut uke, so that'll be coming up in the next couple weeks. See ya.